Judah Bear and Sam Sue. Judah Bear and Sam Sue.
Good day to you, my friend. How's everybody doing? Welcome to the show. Welcome. That's good. Hey. Good afternoon, Kenya.
Good afternoon.
Feel a good afternoon.
What up, man?
We're inside a relationship hour. We got one today. And let's just dive right on to it. Hey, I want you guys to feel free to share this video. I want to know what your friends would say, what your people would say.
This will be a good one to find out where your friends stand
Yeah, man.
on certain issues.
Yeah, all right, let's go ahead and read that.
Dear Sam, my friend went on a couple of dates with a guy that I happened to introduce her to. It didn't work out. Neither her or the guy were really feeling each other. They did have sex once. 6 months later, the guy and I started being interested in each other. After getting her blessing, she said, go for it. I'm now dating the same guy. But suddenly, she can't move past it. Am I wrong for dating him? I got her blessing, so I thought. Plus, I did know him as a friend before she dated him. How can I get her to let go so I can have him to myself?
What you value more, her or him?
Right.
Who you value more?
Who you willing to lose?
Yeah, that's what it's ultimately up to.
Yeah. Because knowing if you choose him, you're losing her.
Yeah,
And knowing that you're losing her, you can possibly lose him.
yeah.
But he won't care.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If you pick her, he gonna be like, "Okay, cool, I'm still here."
I just really had to think about this because we talked about it before we came live with you all. Man, let's get him some dap.
Who's some dad?
Him,
Thank you.
yeah.
Thank you.
Because he got both friends and they both was for it.
Wait, what?
I mean, come on.
Either way, he won.
He won already.
He won already.
He came up. He
No
got a
doubt.
chance to hit both, and they knew about it. He didn't have to trick nobody out, nothing.
He had a lie.
There's
Man,
no
I want to
dab,
meet
no
him, man. I
dab.
want to meet him, man.
Bro, you got
How
it
did you
going
do it, dog?
Just get him some dap.
Ah, okay, yeah, I got off track, but yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
What in the world? I don't know. I feel like the friend should have just said, oh, well, that would bother me if you did that.
Yeah, tell the truth.
And then it would have been over with.
Yeah, it'd be
Maybe.
done. Yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But you have to be honest, though. What I respect about the girl, her friend, is that she asked.
Right.
But my thing would be is why did you wait to get involved with him? Like, you knew him first. What was it about him after I was with him that you saw about him that you wanted?
It happens because, like, some people, okay, I'll speak for myself. Some women, that is a defense mechanism. We set up people with other people so that, you know, you just
What?
you get them off of, you know, your plate, and you're like, okay, well, date this person, date
That's
that
bull.
person.
That's bull.
But
If you know you digging a person,
Right.
then
I'm not
then,
gonna hook you up with nobody.
right.
so you would just rather them be single than, you know.
I just wouldn't do it. I was like, man, she got somebody.
Oh.
And hopes that one day I get
I am that somebody, right?
right.
Well, what if you're in a situation? What if you're in a situation already?
So
You have this
So?
fabulous friend, great friend, nice looking girl,
I'm too old to be hooking up people.
and you have another
Too old.
friend. You have another friend that is in need, and you think it'll be maybe a good thing. No. So y'all are just not even extending the invitation
I
at
mean,
all.
I haven't played matchmaker in my grown days.
Sometimes it's just a little introduction. Hey, you know, this is my girl, such and such. This is him.
Okay. But let's read the comments.
Okay.
How many of y'all think it's okay to do what she did?
Our Kia said, "Girl, your friend should have been truthful from the jump. That's her loss."
Yeah.
How I felt.
Okay.
Spike Lou said he's still smashing your friend.
Yeah, he's
what he
almost-
said.
Yeah, like I did gave that dap up. That's right. And she didn't want to tell it.
Let's see. Hershey said, "You're wrong. Even if it didn't work out, they smashed. And why would you hook them up? You clearly was still interested before you even hooked them up."
That's what I'm saying.
Shaking my head. I wouldn't want to go. She said another word.
That you can't say. Got it.
Yeah, I can't even finish that one. All right. Jay said, you guys are friends, right? You failed the test miserably. What were you thinking that there were just some things you don't do, and this is one of many. He's having you and her. Girl, good day.
Yes, sir. Why you keep doing that?
Wanda
Cameron?
said, you don't screw behind your friends no matter what. Old school rule.
Who's it?
That was Wanda.
And some people
Okay.
think because you're grown that you know that as long as you have conversation, you know,
That's okay.
yeah, that their life is too short for you to be unhappy.
Yeah.
Then if it work, it work.
So what if she asked her, and the friend said, "Yeah, it's cool, go ahead," but then later on down the line, the friend gets mad.
That's what the scenario
Yeah,
is.
she's mad.
Like that?
She's salty now
Yeah, of course.
because it's working out.
Mm.
And then she's having feelings now. She probably and see
She's like,
sometimes
I asked you.
sometimes is when you ask, you catch them off guard, and the friend truthfully didn't want to say how she really felt.
Yeah, don't do it.
And that and so she was like, oh yeah, girl, go ahead. And that's what happened. She just brushed it off without really thinking about it.
So is she wrong?
Huh? She's not wrong for feeling that way.
No, I'm saying. So the friend who actually pursued it after she asked, is she wrong?
I mean, me personally, I would say, man, I would feel funny that you introduced me to somebody and now you want them after I done been with them.
But it didn't work out.
It doesn't matter if it didn't work out. I would feel funny if you introduced me to a woman for me to go out with. Okay? I go out with her. This is your friend. You saying nothing never went down.
Right.
I go out with her. We sleep together. Now you want her.
Okay, so say
And it don't work out. I would want to, man, why did you just holler that you put me in that? It just,
But okay, so say you hooked up with a girl that you were introduced to by a friend, and then you come back to the friend like, "Oh, that was so whack. You know, I'm not feeling her. Or, you know, the sex was whack. Whatever."
look.
And then
Yeah.
your friend is like, you know,
Okay, I don't want only because and this was in my 20s, but I don't want to go all in details because there are other people involved. But I just say this, I say this part. A friend of mine had introduced me to a young lady, right? We went out a few times, and I can't tell you the real good part, but. What I found out was that she had been smashing the friend's brother. And me and the friend brother are cool to this day.
okay,
So I was like, I'm good. I'm straight. That's my homie.
Right.
You know that. You knew that.
Right.
We good. Am I right, Philly?
True.
Like I kick it with him. Like,
Mm-hmm.
and someone say, well, you should know. No, because we don't sit up and we didn't talk about who we've been with like that. We,
Facts.
It's like,
Right. That's something
no
just
one's counting
forbidden.
or doing that.
Yeah.
It was like, So when I found that out, and I found some other stuff out, I was like, oh, hell no. That's my guy.
No.
And even though he didn't have no feelings for it, he didn't care. He was like, oh, man, what? And I was like, I'm good. That was just me. So I'm not about to ask, hey, man, I hooked you up with Shelly. And I know it didn't work out. And then, I just noticed she got a big ass. And what's up?
So no, that doesn't work for you.
It don't work.
Okay, but it didn't work out though. It didn't work out.
It can be good for some people. With some people that might, I'm not mad at them if it works out for them. I'm talking about me.
So is it different if there wasn't deceit involved? Because if she legitimately wasn't dating this guy before she introduced him to her friend, and she came to her friend, it wasn't like, on a sneaky thing where it's like, okay, we gonna sneak around and not tell her that we're dealing with each other. She came to her up front. Nothing was underhanded.
Okay. So let me talk.
Does that make it different?
Let me talk how I can answer it on the man's side, right?
Okay.
Okay. All men know their female friends that they have. They know if they are, whether you call them sister or not. If she, if she's, you may have. How can I explain it without? But you don't want her, but you know that she's fine. She got it going on, right? You know she got it going on, right? And so it may have crossed your mind once or twice, and you didn't act on it. Or
Right.
maybe you did, and nothing ever came from it. But my point is, within yourself, if you have a pinch of attraction to her, or a pinch of hope that you might step to her one day, you're not going to introduce her to your boy like that. Would you agree on that, Philly?
I agree.
You have not
I agree.
tried yet, but in your mind, you thought about it.
Delana said, I think maybe the friend that was dating the guy didn't want him, but now is a bit jealous seeing that it's working for the other girl.
888-409-0931. Yeah.
Dorit said, friends, exes are off limits always.
What that
Whoa,
mean?
what was
What
that?
that mean? What that mean?
Hello?
What that mean?
Can I get a full thought?
Are they off limits at all times?
I guess it depends on how long they were together. Not how long they were
listening.
together, but how long the breakup was.
What you mean? How long?
Wait,
How they
what?
broke up.
Wait.
Oh, we listening.
Elaborate,
Okay, say this.
please.
Camera on you.
Say you and I friends, right?
Uh,
And I meet your old girl from high school or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know this. And then you told me that, hey man, that was my, that's my old girl, before me and you became cool. I should feel the type?
if I say something like that,
It depends on our friendship then.
Huh?
At that point, it depends on our friendship.
Yeah, because I think that if I would say something to that extent, man, that was my boo, right then and there without me saying it,
Yeah, I should know.
says that, oh, damn, this dude still got some feelings for me. He trying to play hard. So I try to read people.
But see, man, here's the thing. Dudes don't, most dudes,
Yeah.
they're willing to lose they dude friend for a girl.
Uh-huh.
Most dudes are willing to lose that.
Nah.
Nah, they are. Trust me.
Yeah.
Most dudes are willing to lose. They're like, man, please. If you mad about that? You know what I'm saying? You mad about that? I'm feeling her. She feeling me.
Yeah.
So you're not going to tell me. I can't. You know what I'm saying? Like, most dudes will make that call, and they'll say, forget him. Unless it's like his brother. But heck, most brothers will do it.
Yeah.
I know, man. I know. You know? So, I mean, I don't know, man. I guess it depends on the morals. It all
It
comes down to
depends
the
on,
morals.
yeah.
It all comes down to the morals. It's like if I really value our friendship over this potential love interest.
And that could be love. That could be your new family. You know, you
Yeah,
never
that's what
know.
I'm saying. Like, and most dudes are willing to take that risk though.
Yeah.
Most dudes are gamble. Like, we can do it on the side. Ain't nothing though. They think I'm posing to.
Yeah.
Oh,
You know what I'm
boy.
saying?
Well, Steve said, back to my regularly scheduled program. First off, your friend needs to realize, and you need to admit that you always wanted to screw this man. It is almost always the case that people hook their friends up with someone they have an attraction to. Case in point, I personally never
I just
have
say
hooked.
that?
Huh?
Yeah, go ahead. I'm talking about it.
Case in point, I personally never have hooked any of my friends up with bald-headed fat chicks. Why? Because I'm not attracted to that type of woman, and I don't want to hear my boys talking about smashing chicks that gross me out. My advice is keep on doing what you're doing and find another friend if your girl can't let it go.
See? See?
888-409-0931. What you got to say about
Find
it?
another friend.
888-409-0931.
Dania said, do we still have girl code or no?
Yeah, but going back to what Philly had said earlier, and kind of what you were saying, at some point, do you really care? Like, here's my thing with people, right? If you are married and you moved on, like this is your wife now, would you, or your husband, would you be salty if one of your friends got with the what could have been husband or what could have been wife?
Right. That's what I'm saying.
But because you chose a person you chose is a person that you say I want to be with for the rest of my life. So do you care if this got to be part 2 tomorrow, that if your friend finds happiness in your ex or someone you cool with finds happiness in your ex, and you're married?
I wouldn't care. I've offered to hook my ex up with my current friends.
Oh, wow.
I have.
Yeah, the ex-husband. Yeah. Wow. Yeah. He can be your problem.
Can you?
No.
Yeah.
Because
We won't cut our mic off.
No, listen.
We just had this conversation, King.
Wow.
I offered, and I meant it.
But do you truly mean it though?
I truly mean it.
So
Like,
so if you was to see your friend, okay, how often do you see your ex-husband now?
not often.
Okay, so if you was to see, how often do you see your friends?
I don't see anybody too often.
Okay, so if you was to hook this friend up with your ex, and your ex find they boom, you know what I'm saying, and he's treating her better than he ever treated you, and he's doing all. You see how your face is. You see how your face just went.
I would
you
feel
see how your
fine.
face just
Yeah.
went.
No, my face
he
is
got it
fine.
together
My
now.
face is
He
fine.
together now. He by her, then treating her like this,
Yeah.
holding her hand, opening up the car
Because
doors.
people break up for different reasons. Like sometimes you do see the growth in somebody, and you like, you know what? I can't ever go back to that again.
But
ever.
sometimes you want the growth to be with you.
I don't.
But not if you have moved on.
I've
I think
all
that-
the way moved on.
Truly,
I
your
think,
heart has moved.
Yeah,
on.
I think that people, if you trip on that, then your heart's still there, some type of way.
Yeah, I used to go through that.
Yeah, your heart's still like, damn.
My ex-wife called my girl and girl, let me tell you what he gonna do and how he is.
I've gotten those calls.
He's like, I don't get that. You know, what I'm saying?
right.
He don't treat me like that. You know what I'm saying? But
It's not a part of my reality.
right,
so.
right. But I mean, I see what you're saying. That's just hard. I wouldn't hook nobody up with my exes.
Yeah. Take some calls to the phone.
Heck no.
Silk, what's going on?
Good afternoon, Sam.
Yes, sir.
My take on that is the girl knew she harbored feelings for the man when she introduced him in the first place. And if she was any type of true friend, even though it didn't work out with that man, they should have remained friends with that. She should have remained friends with him, just friends. You know, why go to him and get her? Why to go to her friend and get her blessings for it when she introduced him and she knew she was harboring feelings? So that ain't no friend. Because I don't know no true friend that'll go behind another true friend when something don't work out between two people. that was introduced by a good friend. So she wasn't a true friend in the beginning if she knew she harbored feelings for him anyway. So, you know, she stuck her own foot in that fire, so let the feet burn.
All right.
Uh-huh.
All right, thanks a lot. He said, let the feet burn.
Let the feet burn.
All right, more comments before we go.
Okay, Felicia said, man, she needs to grow up and stop being jealous. Cleveland is too small to be territorial. Now, that was my other question. Because you know that Cleveland is a community. Or, you know, most people, if you grow up in a certain city, you more than likely know a lot of people.
You know somebody that knows
similar
somebody
people.
that used to date.
That know something about it.
Yeah.
Right. So can you, like, effectively have a dating life if you are, you know, sidestepping all these landmines?
Let me tell you how I date.
Yeah. How you date, Phil?
How you
I date
do?
the quiet ones because I know 9 times out of 10 they don't really have a history like that. You know what I'm saying? No. I mean, no. Listen. When I say quiet, I don't mean
Them skeletons and bones gonna start falling out their mouth one day.
I'm good when it comes to picking. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But when I say quiet, I mean like those who
Them quiet
like,
ones.
I sit back and I watch, I observe. Like those who who's not the life of the party.
Yeah.
The ones
they don't
who
talk
just,
too much.
Yeah, the ones who sitting
But
back and they just and they
don't mean they ain't been around the block.
to me.
That's right, to you.
To me.
And that's what you don't, and that's all that matters to you.
Yeah, because
and
we
that's
both
what
can't
you
be life of
should.
the party.
That's right.
I'm the life of the party.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? So I can't be like, hey, what's going on? And she'll be like, hey, I'm like, whoa, time out, wait a minute. You know what I'm saying?
You like, sit your
Right, because men are touchy feelings. Women ain't touchy feelings. Men, they go up on that. I'm like, see, now.
Right.
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 But she over there mind her business. We good.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You see what I'm
I feel it.
saying?
Last comments, what you got?
Yeah.
Jeanette said, I've hooked friends up before. Never have I hooked anyone up with a man I was even slightly interested in.
That's right.
I think the girl that did the hooking up didn't catch real feelings. I think she caught lust.
Yes. There you go. That summed it up. That summed it up. She caught lust. And you got to be careful with lust because lust will have you thinking you in love. Lust will have you.
Lust will have you get your feelings hurt.
Get your feelings really, really, truly hurt. I love him. No, you don't. You lust him. And you lust her. I don't care.
That could turn into something.
Yeah, man. Oh, man. All right, guys, share the video. Get your take with your friends. Part 2 of this tomorrow, man. Relationship out. Philly, thank you, sir.
Oh, no, thank you.